She congratulated us. It's about us on our victory. And I congratulate.
This hour on Fox 66 Mornings, America officially has a president-elect. His name is Donald J. Trump.
Also this morning, while the nation knows that Hillary Clinton has conceded the race, she has yet to speak to her supporters. Her campaign chair sending them home last night disappointed.
And I'm Courtney Wheaton, live in Burton. Coming up, you'll hear from local residents on how they feel about the big results. Coming up.
I really should say John Podesta sent them home this morning disappointed. Right. Because that happened well after the midnight hour. Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us for Fox 66 Mornings, our election the day after edition. I'm Mike Woolfolk. And
I am Kristen Aguirre. We are going to keep you updated on everything presidential and also local races. But first, let's begin with a hot topic this morning, the presidential race. Yeah, this is the numbers, how they shape up in terms of the Electoral College, which of course is all important in a presidential election. The overall numbers looking like 48-48, which seems to be dead even. But in terms of the electoral votes, state by state, Donald Trump right now 276, Hillary Clinton 218, and there are still 4 states that haven't been called. And that includes our state here, Michigan. And before 3 o'clock this morning, Trump actually crossed the needed Electoral College lines of 270 votes. And of course, there are some formalities still to come with Electoral College and Congress. But it looks like on January 20th, Donald Trump will become America's 45th president. Now, we have much more coming up on this victory for Trump. But first, we're going to get a check of the forecast with Ahmed Baji in the Weather Center. Good morning, Ahmed.
Hey, good morning to you. The middle of the week, day after Election Day. While it was a bit of an abnormal election, obviously kind of all over the place now, but with temps abnormal as well. Mild to start off the morning compared to where we're supposed to be in the 40s, 38 in Mount Pleasant, 39 in Gladwin, still warmer than what we are supposed to be sitting at to start off the morning. Wind speeds a little breezy in the Tri-Cities. The thumb at 8-mile-an-hour winds as well. They will shift to the west later on today. And for the day ahead, we do get some sunshine. We break through the cloud cover later on today, especially after noon itself, heating up towards 50, right where we're supposed to be. We're talking more in the extended forecast ahead.
President-elect Donald Trump took to the stage early this morning to declare his victory.
His remarks started with some gracious words for his opponent, Hillary Clinton. Then he spoke about the economy, foreign relations, and healing after this very bitter and divisive campaign.
We have a great economic plan. We will double our growth and have the strongest economy anywhere in the world. At the same time, we will get along with all other nations willing to get along with us. We will be. We'll have great relationships. We expect to have great relationships. For those who have chosen not to support me in the past, of which there were a few people, I'm reaching out to you for your guidance and your help so that we can work together and unify our great country.
Now, as the results were coming in from across the nation, we had teams covering both candidates' parties.
That's right. Now, there were many anxious moments throughout the night with both camps gathering in New York City.
In the end, it was jubilation at the Trump headquarters, but shock and sadness at the Clinton site. We have 2 reports for you this morning. We begin with Scott Thuman.
Well, it took until 3 in the morning, but America finally got its answer when Donald Trump took the podium here at the Hilton Hotel, stating in his speech that no dream is too big, no challenge too great. Of course, he was talking about the country, but could very well have been speaking about his own electoral process. A difficult one, to say the least. Here now, a few words from your president-elect.
Now it's time for America to bind the wounds of division. Have to get together. To all Republicans and Democrats and independents across this nation, I say it is time for us to come together as one united people. It's time. I pledge to every citizen of our land that I will be president for all Americans, and this is so important to me.
And while it may seem a bit cliche to say history was made, it is true. So many said if Hillary Clinton won, she would be the first woman elected president. Donald Trump became the first to never serve in the government or the military. This is someone who defied all odds, polling at 1% at one point, and in the end, becoming president. In Manhattan, I'm Scott Thuman. Now back to you.
This is not how the Clinton campaign expected this night to end. Supporters were stunned as states were called in favor of Donald Trump, some of them, as the night wore on, even leaving the Javits Center with tears in their eyes. Now, the avalanche of bad news began when Clinton lost North Carolina and Florida and Ohio, but it was compounded when she was anemic in other key battleground states. That said, the night ended with the election still in the balance, and campaign director John Podesta addressing the crowd, thanking everyone for all of their support and promising that there is more to come tomorrow.
I want you to know, I want every person in this hall to know, and I want every person across the country who supported Hillary to know that your voices and your enthusiasm means so much to her and to Tim and to all of us. We are so proud of you. And we are so proud of her.
After about 8 p.m., the press corps stopped receiving official updates from the campaign. Hillary Clinton spent the evening at the Peninsula Hotel in New York watching the returns come in with her family. At the Javits Center in Manhattan, I'm Lisa Fletcher.
Now, the voters have spoken, and Donald Trump will be America's 45th president.
So the big question now is, how does that impact local issues right here in our area? Courtney Wheaton live in Burton this morning with more on that. Courtney, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, it's been all the buzz here at this Burton McDonald's. I've been talking to everybody. Let's listen to what one person had to say to me earlier.
I feel that by him coming to Flint, you know, with the water situation, I feel that he is for us. I feel that we got to go by what he's doing right now for us right now. So everybody got to just stick together here.
Now, I'm here with Terry Van Allen. He's a big part of this campaign. He's been through the whole process. Tell me, what did it take to get here?
It took a lot of hard work, of course, but it also took a vision of outreach, a vision to try to help people and try to help restore and how to move forward in a positive direction.
Now, in Genesee County, tell me about the response from voters. What were they passionate?
Yes, the voters were so passionate. I've never been around such passionate voters as I have this year. Independents, Reagan Democrats, Republicans, really everyone, even those who had never voted before. They were very passionate about this election.
Very cool. And we'll hear what Trump plans to do in the upcoming months as he begins his presidency. I'll have more on that. For Fox 66, I'm Courtney Wheaton, live in Burton.
All right, thanks, Courtney. Now, we have much more on the presidential race coming up. People across the country gathered to watch the election results pour in last night. A look at reaction right here in mid-Michigan. It's coming up next.
7:09, excuse me, 7:09 is the time. We are back in just a moment.
You're watching Fox 66 Mornings with Kristen Aguirre, Mike Wofolk, Leslie Toldo, and meteorologist Ahmed Vaji.
It's 7:12 now. We're back with more on the presidential race now.
This morning, Trump supporters are celebrating in Saginaw, while Clinton supporters are downhearted in Detroit. Political reporter Nick Minock is in the Motor City, but we're going to begin in Saginaw right now with Fox 66's Drew Moore.
Here in Saginaw at the Trump headquarters of the Tri-Cities, an announcement 3+ hours in the making. Was Donald Trump going to get enough electoral votes to win the presidency of the United States? And after hours of waiting, the answer came in.
President Donald J. Trump.
How does it feel?
It feels awesome just to see it up on the screen, too, that he was elected until you actually see it, it's pretty stark and it really hits you in the heart.
This has boosted my trust in the American people, that they know what is best for themselves, and they know about economics, and they know that Donald Trump can bring jobs and give us a military, strengthen our military. They see what's going on, they know what's going on, and I just really appreciate that in the American people tonight.
Certainly more on this story in the coming weeks and months. He'll be sworn in January, and for the first time in 8 years, the United States of America will have a new president. Reporting from Saginaw, Drew Moore.
Right now we're in the MGM Casino, where Michigan Democrats hoped to have held an election night victory party across our state. We saw election tallies come in, and we saw the mood change quite a bit here throughout the night. The night began with Democrats being optimistic, and then it changed to cautiously optimistic, and then a lot of Democrats began to be nervous throughout the night. And then this morning at around 2:30, everybody went home. And here's what one Democrat told me when the election still wasn't called, but it was looking like it was going towards Donald Trump's way. Take a listen.
So yeah, I'm a little fearful for my personal future. I know for many people, especially people who voted for Gary Johnson as a protest ballot, they have very little to lose. And for someone who wasn't able to vote but was able to put my time, my energy, and all of my heart into this election, it's disappointing to see that we're going to lose, and I'm personally going to lose a lot.
Beginning around 10:30 p.m. on election night, the atmosphere here at the MGM Casino at the Democrats Party became very somber. A lot of people started leaving, and a lot of people started leaving in tears. So we'll be, of course, continuing to watch this election and what happens beyond Election Day here in our station. Reporting in Detroit, I'm Nick Minock.
Now you can join us tonight for a special town hall on our website to discuss what happened on Election Day and why. Now we will talk about last night's results and what it means for America's future. Tune in tonight at 7 o'clock on WSMH.com. It's 7:15 now. Let's check in with Ahmed at the Weather Center.
On this day after a historic election day, we have a bit of an abnormal forecast as well. We're talking heat, and then we're talking a bit of a plummet. So we're going from either side of normal to below normal coming up in the forecast ahead.
(7:18), the day after the election, looking at the White House. Donald Trump will be moving in January 20th. He is the president-elect this morning. Let's take a look at the popular vote as we have it right now.
That's right. It is 48% Hillary Clinton and 48% Donald Trump. We still have about 4 states not completely counted in, including Michigan. That's about 96% reported in, correct?
Key thing here is as you look at these numbers right now, this is what we've been talking about this morning, that there's a chance that Hillary Clinton might actually win the popular vote. She is now leading over 59 million. Donald Trump with 58 million and change. But as you look at the all-important electoral college numbers,
what matters?
That's what matters. And he is right now at 276. She's at 218. And no path for her at this point to get beyond 270. So she's conceded.
Well, let's turn now to some county races.
One of note, Genesee County Commission, 3rd District. Incumbent Jamie Curtis, the current commission chair, lost in the primary, so we're going to see a change here.
Yeah, that after serving 10 years on the board, he leaves, and Ellen Ellenberg is the projected winner of that race. But that doesn't mean she will be the chair, but she'll become the District 3 commissioner. That's
right. Midland County's road millage also on the ballot. This morning, you can see the results here. It passes by a more than 2-to-1 margin. 69% of the voters there saying yes to that road millage.
And don't forget, you can get all this election coverage on our website right now at NBC25news.com and Fox 66. That's WSMH.com. But for right now, let's toss things over to Ahmed in the Weather Center with a look at today's forecast. Ahmed?
All right, here's what we got in the day ahead. First off, current temps across the region, not doing bad. Warmer than where we're supposed to be to start off the day. 40s widespread. Let's jump on in for a closer look. You can see that across the region. Only the northwest counties are in the 30s to start off the day. We will cool on down again for about another hour. Clear skies taking over. That is the reason Areas northwest of Midland and Mount Pleasant, West Branch included, are all dropping into the 30s. You don't have the cloud cover trapping the heat anymore. Now, sunrise 7:20, we are right there, technically about 20 seconds past. And so as the sun rises, we continue to warm on up into the 40s. We will have right around 50 degrees for your high today. And in the school day forecast, you can see sun and clouds mixed together, high of about 50 to 51. If you're on the thumb, you will be cooler, and here's why. You can see the cloud cover holds going into the afternoon. You won't get a ton of sunshine, so your high from Tuscola to Huron, Sand Lake, even northern Lapeer counties will most likely be around 47 degrees. Clear skies, though, through the rest of the day today, even into tonight. Fog builds in Thursday morning. We're clear the rest of the day Thursday. Cloud cover will move on in for Friday, for Veterans Day. I don't see us having rain, maybe a spot of drizzle, mainly on the dry side, 50 degrees for your Veterans Day. Tomorrow, though, is mild at 60 degrees. Sunshine takes over for the weekend, 48. Cool on Saturday after a brr night, 27 degrees on Friday night. Just not comfortable at all. Make sure you get ready to turn on your heat. 50s bringing back in some above normal temps as we go into Sunday and Monday. Monday starts off with sun but turns cloudier. And on Tuesday, which is opening day, of course, we're in the low 50s near normal. Plenty of shower activity. And then temps in the morning as opening day begins at about 38 to 39 degrees.
You almost make hunting season sound like baseball season.
It is. It's they call it opening day for both.
All right, it's 7:21, I should say, moving up on 7:22. Here's Ilse now with a look ahead.
Hey guys, good morning. So right now I'm in the lovely atrium here at SVSU, and of course coming up we're going to be talking about what's next for the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. But guess who's chiming in? We've got a couple of political science students here. They're going to tell us how they feel and what they believe will move the parties forward. That's coming up.
All right, we're back at 7:24. Let's take a look at a few of our local races here. Bay County, a new sheriff in town, so to speak. Bay County Undersheriff Troy Cunningham appears to be the projected winner here over former county deputy Jason Holsapple. Cunningham replacing the current sheriff, John Miller. He is retiring.
And also in Genesee County, with most precincts reporting, it appears Sheriff Robert Pickell has won re-election over Matthew Kroll. That was a very, very tight race. No, not a tight race there, but fought. Robert Pickell, 62%, while Matthew Kroll, 38% in there.
And very quickly, Shiawassee County, also a new sheriff in charge. Brian Begole has defeated Joey Barra for the position. He'll replace the incumbent sheriff, George Braidwood II. 7:25, back in a moment. 6 now, I'm Mike Woolfolk. Here's a quick look at your election day, post-election day headlines. Results now of the safety millages that were on the ballot across mid-Michigan will begin in Flint. Two separate issues on the ballot. The police millage passes easily, 3-to-1 margin here, 75% of the people voting yes on this. This is the services millage. Also passing the fire and police protection millage renewal. Police and fire officials say the passage here allows the fire department to buy some new equipment. The police department will be able to hire additional officers. You see that more than a 3-to-1 margin as well. Voters saying yes. Turn to Bay County now. They were looking to renew a 911 Central Dispatch millage, and you see the results here. Overwhelming passage, 87% saying yes. And in Isabella County this morning, voters there also approving a Central Dispatch millage proposal. Residents there will see an increase in their phone surcharge, but again, it helps improve the 911 system there. 59% saying yes. All right, let's check in with Ahmed.
As we jump into the middle of your work week day after Election Day, kind of an abnormal election when you think about it in the historic sense. But with weather, abnormal to start, normal by the afternoon. We start off mild in the 40s. We're there right now, and we continue into the low 50s by the afternoon. Sunshine breaking on through, especially in the Tri-Cities and to the west as clearing skies take over. But that mainly happens by the time we get to the mid to late morning hours. Veterans Day is cool as well, right near normal at 50 degrees for Friday. Tomorrow, mild at 60 degrees. Dry for Friday, mostly cloudy, maybe a spot of drizzle, but sunshine holds strong for Saturday and Sunday. Cold Friday night, cool and below normal on Saturday, and then we warm up above normal heading into Monday. Rain takes over for Tuesday at 52.